Hello everyone, it's Pat at Beads and Plenty More, and today I'm going to talk about making this dainty little bracelet. I've used 21 gauge wire here to do the silver on here, and I thought maybe it was a little bit light, so I thought I'll make this one with the 18 gauge. If I can just show you the difference between the thicknesses here. So I should get a little bit heavier bracelet. And of course, to make the center a little bit bigger, I have chosen a slightly bigger bead with a couple of silver ones on the side for decoration. Now I just used the half round wire for my black wire in the middle, and that's what I did on this one as well. And then I used the black half round to do the wraps here. So to get started, I cut 2 pieces of 9-inch 18 gauge wire and tried to get them as nice and straight as I could here. And what I'm going to do is shape them both together around this bead. So we'll just push it out with my thumb to make a nice curve like that, so that it's going to sit around. And then I'll come back to about where the end is and bend it back. The same on this side. So now we'll check whether that's going to be enough of a curve. So one goes on each side like so. And that forms a nice little cage around the stone. Might need just a little bit more because it looks a little bit too small. So we'll just bend it out a little bit more and see how that looks. By doing them together, of course, you get them matching on one side and the other. And that's looking pretty good now. So I'm going to line up the one side with the 3 pieces, and I put a clamp on that so that it holds it while I'm working on the other side. So we'll get this all lined up here, and I'm going to put one of my trusty clamps over here so that that side is held while I'm going to work on this side. Maybe even just a little bit more there. Give that end a little bit more. Squeeze it in like that, but maybe we still need to bend these just a little bit more. You can keep adjusting until you're happy with the way it looks. I'll get that black in the center of the 3, like so. And my clamp is kind of released over here, so we'll give it another little pinch. Lined up like that. Make sure my black is in the middle. There. Now we're going to take the half round wire and I'll give it a hook, and I'm going to start by wrapping right here. Give it a nice good wrap like that, maybe one more to finish it off. Make sure I keep these straight while I'm doing that. So that's the wrap for that side. And then to keep that wrap from sliding down, I'm going to just give my silver wires a bend out. And we'll move over to this side, and I'm going to do the same thing. And this is the same wrap that we're going to do at the end of the bracelet too. I want that to sit so that it goes there. Get my 2 little nicks in here. There we are. And back to my half round again. I will go over here. Wrap. Just need to flatten this a little bit because it's overlapping on me. There we go. Get my little black one in there so that it doesn't get overlapped. So that's what we do with to hold the centerpiece in. Give it a little pinch to make sure it's nice and solid. And again, I think I could even do a little bit more of a pull on this to make sure that bead sits right. That looks good. Now we'll finish all these ends on the back side by just clipping them off and tucking them. So cut one. Well, this one needs a little tightening. It's a little bit loose, so we'll give it a little pull. Never hurts to make sure that one that you wrap first is going to sit nice and solid. So once we get that done, we'll just push these over like so, and turn around to this side and bring that one down. So what we'll do is the same thing on the other side to finish all my little bits over here, and we'll go down to the other end, and we're going to do that on this end, which I've done on this piece here to finish the end. And then I made a clasp with the same wire, and so I'm going to stop and I'll do the other end, and then I'll show you how to do the clasp. Okay, so I finished the one end here and arched the side and made two little hooks on this end here, and I did the wrap with the black wire the same as we did here. So what I did at the other end to show you how I ended the black wire, I wrapped it around one side of the silver wire so that it's secure, and then the silver wire is going to become two little hooks like I've got here, the two little hooks that I've made with the ends of the silver wire. Straighten that a little bit, and that's going to hook into my clasp. So the clasp, I cut one piece that's 2.5 and one that's 1.5. Now the 2.5 is what's going to be the hook, so we want to bend that in the center, bend it around so that the two ends kind of line up, and then this end I want to squeeze really tight. I'm going to need the help of the chain nose pliers to do that. Get this kind of squished right in snug. So it's really quite small at the end, like that. And we're going to give that a little tilt with the chain nose plier, like that. That's the hook on the end of the clasp. Now I'm going to go into this part with the round nose pliers on the bigger part and make it into a hook, like so. So there's our hook, and I'm going to cut these two ends so that they're exactly matched. Almost the same, but just to make them exact. There we go. Ooh, don't do that. And then these two little ends will be made into circles that will attach to the circles of the the bigger piece of the clasp. I'll separate them a little so we can get each one done separate. So we'll circle that around like that, and maybe don't close it totally so that we can hook in before we close. This is quite stiff wire, so it takes quite a lot of wrist strength there. So then those little hooks are going to hook into the circles that I made on the original clasp bracelet. So you maybe can see it on this one that I made here, where I've got two little circles hooking in. Now to make the circle side, we take this other piece, and I'm going to go far up on the pliers in the center of the wire and bend it over like so. And then I want to get that piece that's on this side here tucked right in, so I can take the other pliers and give it a good tuck like that. Then bring the wires back. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the little circles on this one too. Maybe we'll line that up so it's a little bit more centered. There, and make the circles here, and those circles will again attach into the hooks on the other side, making this nice circle like that. Okay, enjoy working with wire. Bye for now.